It's locked, all right. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
William.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William, please. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. You'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my... my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book. and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
You can do better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy. What? What happened?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is Sutton. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
They may lack the resources. We have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I not want to make wait, Doctor.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... I cannot enter. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. It's locked, all right. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody. These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not open. It's locked, all right. It's locked. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. It's locked. These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're...
I don't need to believe it.
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say?
Please.
I can hear my body crumble from the... It's only a cover. To hide from...
Who are the...
I cannot save them.
The staff here...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white.
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but do not
Who are...
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious to know who...
No, it was such a long time ago.
I'll leave you, Mistress...
Perhaps I should have...
Good evening, sir.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the
That's quite a blunt...
You can call me Milton.
I'm not sure...
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure...
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain, Doctor.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
but in the circumstances, I'm...
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you...
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed...
Many thanks, Doctor. Dr. Reed, may I...
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Dr. Reed...
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Swansea has already...
Did he really?
All members of staff have already...
I see.
You must know, blood
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error...
You can't allow your emotion...
Look around you, Doctor.
I can't say I approve.
I'm not proud of what I've done.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you...
I'm a great admirer.
I beg...
I'd rather not talk about...
As long as you're cautious and...
You're not the first one to warn me.
Goodbye, Doctor.
They're disgusting. The daily routine.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might...
There is an absurd poet...
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize.
Very well.
Please.
The Pembroke only survives through the
A spokesman or politician.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
And you would like me...
By the stole, of course not.
Accepted. It's locked.
flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so
Even if it were the case.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Doctor.
What is this? Who are you?
There's no need for alarm, madam.
Preposterous. Doctor...
Dr. Swansea is quite busy.
How brave.
Harriet Jones? Indeed.
Oh, better than any patient.
I heard there have been some...
Blackmail?
I assure you, madam, that...
Debauchery, then? No.
Really? Well, if you have...
This is your business, Doctor, not mine.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones.
Again?
Now...
Well...
Have you noticed...
It would be a great deal...
Everyone here...
Thieves are...
I'll come and visit you shortly. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm
Well, it's a...
What can you tell me about the strange...
Let me guess. You...
No matter how...
Who says I don't care for her?
She could have been telling the...
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
What?
Let me get...
Good.
The daily routine.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen us?
I've never heard...
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me...
What must I do? What must I do?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air. can't breathe!
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure you're all right, sir? I have this thirst for blood. What sort of creature is this? sort of creature is this? Here's what's... some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her. Good evening, sir. I'm...
Reed? Yes,
Does my...
Let us just...
Thank you for your time.
I will not let you down, my...
Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third of...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Goodbye for now.
My sweet girl. Treats me like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Good evening.
Always a
colleague.
Not anymore, sir.
What do you mean?
No, sir.
Please show me.
Of course.
It's locked.
I'm sorry you ended up with my plane in court in
What's up with fucking beast! I'll kill it!
Die, vermin! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. A leech! A leech! Christ! He's dead!
I cannot enter. Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Its effectiveness has been proven by me.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to. I will return later. It's locked.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Cheap price, good quality. Come
Welcome,
on,
sir.
take a look. Don't be
Please,
afraid.
take a...
I am Dr. Reed.
Doctor?
Have you...
Nurse Crane. So the bitch
Yes, she's...
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
That doesn't explain...
Your precious Nurse Crane give...
As a...
What you mean besides the...
What?
Yeah.
Where did this happen?
In the closed work.
Have you been?
No, but that's only...
How...
Business.
I see.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spent...
Right then. Excuse me, sir.
Another journalist?
I'm not a
A
journalist.
doctor, you say?
Really? But still...
I'm Joe Peterson's son.
Have you...
Dorothy Crane.
Could you please...
She's a nice girl. Not from
this part of...
Totally.
May I ask?
I'll do whatever.
How...
There's no price.
A job?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Board.
Most people don't become thugs.
I don't care what you think, sir.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would have...
Oh, do you really think he's the poor vic?
How...
There's no...
A job?
I got in...
Most people...
I don't care.
I'm not sure...
Oh, do you...
Goodbye. Forgive my...
Do not apologize, my son.
I am Dr...
A scientist? You are...
Do you know...
I don't like the liberal ideas of nursing.
Why do you hate...
Before coming to London,
So, you're not exactly a fan of...
nuns should be the only...
Have you...
No. But
You sent...
as a true believer,
Where did you...
I sent Samuel.
What do you mean?
Also,
Quite a judgmental...
but you are seeking...
Well, I suppose...
As a doctor, you must...
What do you mean?
The beast is fight.
Really?
We must fight the disease.
What is left...
Cleanse it.
Tell me...
God will recognize you.
Fire is just the instinctive answer.
Your lack of faith is...
You're mad. And
My son,
Joseph...
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church.
What do you...
Also,
Quite a...
but you...
Well,
As a
what do you mean?
The beast... We must...
What is...
Cleanse...
Would all quite a...
you...
I... Do you...
I don't...
So...
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of...
I have heard enough for today. Good evening, Miss...
It's fun.
I have heard enough for today. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you if...
Please be my guest.
Really?
I'm a poet, sir. But this... I don't care. If, well, you for...
What is terrible? What are you talking...
Do you remember London? Most... Not...
But are you...
Oh, Thank... The play... Do you... On that... What can you... Not much... Me... One day...
In what way?
This...
If you...
Such vivid... Oh, yes!
May I...
Extraordinary...
What can you... Darius... Not in...
Darius... I'm Doris...
I'll leave you... Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I know what you're thinking. Melia, I know you work for... Tell me. I know you... Tell... Come on. Very well.
Don't be shy, Hans.
I'm not looking for what you're...
All right then, but be quick.
Do you know Nurse Dot?
I don't...
You see...
Dorothea helps the sick...
Do you need any assistance?
It depends...
I'm shocked.
Forgive my suspicion.
Christina, have...
I don't...
Considering your...
If it is going to happen, it...
You can put...
And you think that would work?
Tell me.
Are you...
I have no interest in your work.
Sure.
I always thought I was the master.
You know, this money is not...
Goodbye.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed.
Sorry, no, sir.
Your father is worried about you, boy.
So my father actually worries about me. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So?
I'm not bothered.
Do you know...
Yes, I know her.
Your father and Miss...
I was young then. I don't remember.
But you are...
Am I not? Dad or...
Have you tried...
I don't go out often, but yes.
Forgive my bluntness.
Why should I?
I'm sure your father did it.
That's exactly what my father says.
How do you...
I'm fine. I mean, my father is an idiot.
If life...
I don't go outside.
So that's why you stay at home?
I'm not afraid of disease.
Goodbye.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked, all right. So?
I'm not bothered.
Goodbye.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm new to...
Dr. Reed.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital.
Ah!
Without a doubt, you...
I don't know much about the man.
He never go...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly...
Really?
He went to the nearest mail...
He has no...
No. Except for that strange...
Where can I find?
He spends most of his time
I still have...
I don't know much. No.
Really?
He went...
Why are the newspapers keep...
There's a war go...
I served in France.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too.
What is a journal?
He goes where none of his colleagues would...
So you...
Whitechapel is the cruise...
That's quite honorable.
Not at all, sir.
Have you...
I've had to...
I must confess...
I'll remember to stay away from the...
Christina Popper claims she's...
Of course I do.
Do you think things...
I believe the situation...
I still have questions.
I don't know.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Mr. Petrescu.
You again?
Sir, wait. Don't you see we're on the same...
I'm nothing.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit your words have conviction. If you want to talk...
We've not been...
I am.
So Dorothy's real...
Like...
She seemed...
More...
Tell me...
I do.
Who would you...
Well...
Are you...
Don't...
Don't be embarrassed, sir.
It's quite awkward to talk about... No.
You mean...
Yeah.
But... Goodbye, mate.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Right, vermin! Crush the leech, boys!
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested?
Actually...
Then you have come to the right...
Oh, really?
Ah, my brother has spoken of your...
Tell me.
The region itself is some...
What?
Most of...
Is there...
Cadogan Bates without...
I'd like to...
What? What?
I'm Dr. Reed.
No.
I have found...
Oh, I see.
The gang's recruiter was...
I love my Albert, sir.
What now? You...
Yeah. You must...
Perhaps you could...
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my...
Whatever the boy did...
I swear I didn't want to hit him.
A gun?
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley.
Good evening, Benjamin. A gun? Are you all right? If you've been hurt...
Name's Albert.
What happened?
Hey!
Medication and drugs.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got...
It's true. I'm not
I said sod off.
What happened?
Hey!
Medication.
Sod off.
It's true.
I said...
Goodbye.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets.
It's locked. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so
Kill him, boys!
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed.
Hiding your true appetite.
Spare me your sarcasm.
We are vampires.
The situation is somewhat awkward.
Anyway,
I see.
The case is closed, your ladyship.
So who was...
My lady.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more...
Why does
Dr. Swansea is a good and...
What do you know about...
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London.
And...
As you well know.
Why did you...
I could hardly stand by and watch...
What type...
Not a true vampire.
William Bishop?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires.
I know that...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
And who...
My maker.
Very well. But I believe there is more...
A lady has to...
I know this...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now. Things have...
The Spanish...
Yes.
What is...
Fear has long...
When I awoke...
Though I can't be certain. More...
Once glorious, but still dangerous. You may...
More assist...
Are there many vampires?
Immortal. You mean
what do you...
every now...
Will they all...
I do not see...
That's...
Vampire...
A vampire?
Such a crude word. Defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon.
Are you?
Yes, I am. We are the...
So we are...
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I don't understand.
That is a question only the one who made...
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So me being a
I very much doubt it, Jonathan.
I don't understand.
That is...
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.